Hey, welcome back. All right, Pisceans. Here we go. Let's get into this, Pisces. You are my last zodiac for this series of the full moon series. I will still do, or at least I'm thinking I'm still going to do a video where I'll put a couple of extra bonuses in there for one or two extra zodiacs. But for right now, let's just focus on my Pisces. We've got a 7 of sacred circles. The energy coming up from the full moon right now is, of course, the energy that's been like hidden, that's been suppressed. That's what full moons do, is they bring stuff up to the surface. This is the snow moon, also known as the ice moon, also known as the moon where bear cubs are born. So sometimes it's the tip of the hat to cycles, and this specifically being a 7 of sacred circles, it does represent like a lot of work that has already been put in, and now it's time for the harvest. So oftentimes this denotes passage of time. But I kind of think the way I'm reading this is like what's come to the surface is either Pisces is taking stock of like maybe the last 7 years of their life, and they're saying, you know what, I did good. Look at what I've done. Look at my accomplishments. Or conversely, it could be somebody saying, you know what, I'm about ready for something to go right here. I've been putting in time. I've been patient. I've been, diligent. So can I get, an outcome? We have a Queen of Wands. And this Queen of Wands is a tremendous mystic. If I don't know yet if this is going to be depicting our Pisces, but we have somebody who's like really like projecting their energy out into the universe. They're also drawing things toward themselves. We have a Prince of Cups. We have a 3 of Swords in the reverse, but we have the Devil. Okay, so we've got a lot of mixed signals going on here. Here's the way I would describe this. From the deep subconscious and coming all the way out through that like third eye, that pineal, and projecting out into the universe, I think this is Pisces saying, here's where I'm at. Deep down, I know it's time. I know I've made myself into a class act. I know I'm a classy man or woman. I know that I got it going on. Hey, AC, great to see you, love. I know who I am. I know what I've got. And I am at that point in my life where I should start seeing some things coming back around to me. I should start seeing some successes come into me. What I'd like is somebody who comes in with pure intentions, pure heart, somebody that's, I don't know, maybe her preference is somebody with long golden flowing locks, and she's like, I should be getting what I want. I'm at that point in my life where I can feel that this is the right time now. I should be welcoming this in. I'm not hurt over an ex, and if an ex is still hooked up on me, that's kind of their problem. I feel like Pisces knows that there's an ex who's always been stuck. They're stuck in one way or another all the time. They always find themselves stuck. And it kind of comes across that if that is the case, that they stay stuck, she's unstuck. I don't see this Pisces as concerned about anybody else. They really just finally want their slice of the pie and something good. And I think that's really bubbling up from deep inside of themselves. Yeah, 10 of Wands. It's not my problem. The ex, their stuckness, their non-stuckness, whatever this is, not my problem. And I think her washing her hands of some kind of difficult person, I really think this is a big component of this. This is not to say that our Pisces is being callous at all. This comes across as, I did my best. I did right by that situation. I did right by that person, but it's not my job to get them untoxified. That's their job. So no, for me, I get to move on, and I can turn my back and not look back and not feel guilt. I get to move on. I really think that this is a character claiming, like, I'm not going to play the role of, I'm saddled with somebody who keeps making toxic choices, but I have to keep dealing with them. No, I do not. I kind of think this is so liberating. And I think that our character knows that they had to get to this point where, they really truly believe in their soul that they do deserve better. And I totally second that. I think that, if somebody wants to stay in devil energy, they're going to stay like that as long as they choose to. We got an Ace of Wands. I think that our Pisces is like aware that there's like life out there. There's life on the other side. There's better romances. There's better, more exciting things. There's things that they want in their life. I don't know how old Pisces is in this. My impression to have these kinds of breakthroughs is that, I mean, they could be, heck, maybe they're in their seventh decade of life. Maybe they're in their 70s. She looks really, really youthful. Whatever age our Pisces is at, they look freaking fantastic. But they may actually be older and wiser. And they're saying, I'm not going to spend the next 30 years of my life devoting it to the wrong connection. I'm alive, I'm passionate, I have things that I want, and that's what I'm going to go ahead and call in for myself. So this full moon is very much like liberating. This full moon is very much somebody's getting in touch with what they truly want, and their time to shine and love and laugh is definitely not over. Eight of Swords. I do think that if anything, Pisces is realizing that they stayed stuck for far too long. And I think they stayed stuck because of whomever that toxic partner was. I'm thinking that they were always worried about this person. They were all of their, they had sleepless nights over this person. And it doesn't mean that Pisces is like, I don't want to care about anybody that deeply again. It's that I want to be able to care from a distance or care in a more healthy way. I'm passionate about life, not just passionate about trying to like keep tabs on somebody and prevent them from, making foolish choices. I know this really feels like Pisces got sucked into a caretaker role in this story. And it's great to see that they're actually done with a caretaker role. I think that they really needed to step away from that and be okay stepping away from that and not feeling guilt over it. We have the World card. So much like change going on inside of our Pisces and in their external world as well. We see them ready to go ahead and like reach out for something else, reach out for a new beginning. I always look at this as like the dream catcher. It's a spider web, but it's morphs into a dream catcher. And it almost feels like Pisces has so many wishes and dreams and so many chapters of their life still to live. This is definitely not like game over for Pisces. This is the new beginning. This full moon is extremely momentous. I want to know though, is Pisces really gonna do this, right? There's something to be said about like, I know this, but then will I actually follow through? Will I actually let myself move on? Let me take a look. Yes, Pisces is like, I'm already gone, Kate. What the hell are you talking about? Get your cards straight, lady. Look at this. Pisces is already long gone. It's like, yeah, I've had enough of what's unfair. I'm not just here to live my life and, be under somebody else's thumb or be so concerned about someone else that I forget about my own life. I did do that. For a while, but I'm not doing it anymore. That Justice card says the injustice has to stop. And the only way it stops is if I leave. So I'm out. Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. Hi, everyone. So glad you guys are here tonight. Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. Yeah, it's time for a new, I don't even know if it's time for a new relationship instantly or if it's just time to detach and let Pisces have their own dreams and hopes. And because I feel like they have tasks, they have wishes, hopes, and dreams, things that they want to go out and do, things that they want to go out and explore. That's what they're going to let themselves do first. Yes, they want a different lover too. They want love. In fact, I don't even know if I could say a different lover. I think they just want someone who's not toxic, somebody that they can connect with, somebody. I do feel like it's been a long time since they had like real companionship or even like intimacy with somebody that they really felt was, healthy, trustworthy, kind, made them feel safe, made them feel loved. So I do think that they want that, but they also want freedom. From what I'm seeing. And this is good because our Pisces has some stuff they have to do. What are these stars? What are these dreams? These dreams go on when I close my eyes. Every second I'm awake, I live another life. I can't think, female singer, 1980s track, can't think of who it is. This feels with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. It almost feels like Pisces doesn't even know exactly what these wishes are. Like maybe they haven't let themselves have a dream in a long time. The world upright again. We keep getting the world. There could be a Capricorn on the horizon, or more importantly, it could just be that as Pisces starts to do things differently, they may find themselves stepping into opportunities and a life that they never even dreamed they could perhaps tap into. When we quit being kept like in the dungeon of our mind, this card really feels dungeon-esque to me, even though we see this person tightrope walking and we see Pisces like laying here in fetal position, like, oh my God, when am I going to stop having to fret over this person? Stepping away from this huge, heavy burden is going to feel probably like stepping through a portal. All of a sudden, it's like, I could do anything. I could do anything. Oh my God, I never even dreamed that I would have everything at my fingertips. And I think that's going to make our Pisces more bold. Just the when you're no longer in a difficult situation, it's like you feel 10 times more free, and you feel like there's nothing could stop you, and you feel like you could do anything. But that in turn is what Pisces needs to get to, because it's going to allow them to recognize some dreams that they didn't even know they had harbored. I keep feeling like Pisces could have like the most unique turn of events in their life. The world says it could be anything. Pisces could end up moving to another country. They could wind up living a life that is so vastly different. They could become an expat. They could become, I don't know, I'm looking at her going, maybe they're going to become a model later on in life. And it's like, I never dreamed I would be a model. I mean, that's not what my life was made up of. And now, bam, here I am going off to be a model at this phase of my life. I didn't do it in my 20s or, whatever, when I was 18. I'm doing it, in my 70s. Yeah, there's models of all ages. I'm just saying this because she looks so well put together. And this could be something she almost falls into without realizing it. There's things that happen in life that if someone had told us, 6 months prior that your life's going to change, you're going to be doing all these things, you're going to find new interests that you didn't know you had, and the world's going to be at your fingertips, I would feel like baloney. But that's what's happening in this story for our Pisces. Two of Swords. Okay, so they're in the baloney phase right now. Like, whatever. That is so not going to happen. Well, keep the blindfold off is what I would argue. Death card. Pisces is going to fall in love again, possibly with a Scorpio. Doesn't have to be, but we do have the Death card, and we've got this Phoenix rising from the ashes. Pisces could find themselves reconnecting with a lover from long ago and far away, someone they never dreamed they would re-encounter. Pisces has to keep themselves from blocking blessings, though, because keep in mind, freeing yourself is only one half of it. Determined to get more of what you want out of life is only one half of it. But if you put any limitations, it's like, well, okay, I believe I can free myself. I believe I should be able to have a happier life, but it can't be that happy. Like, why would we ever do that to ourselves? So this card troubles me just a bit, because Pisces could, without meaning to, they could block something that they might actually really want. So this just is kind of like that little bit of that warning. If Pisces is so empowered, but don't put any limitations on how good your life can get, Pisces. Especially here, the Death card. And keep in mind, this is year of the snake, so everything's possible. We can shed an old skin. We can become a different person. We can stop doing what we used to and claim a different identity now. More so in 2025 than ever, because this is all about mysticism and wisdom and shedding an old skin. We've got the Knight of Swords upright. Here it says things are going to happen a lot faster than Pisces would have expected as well. And that could be where they're like blocking, like, okay, I could imagine that change, but not too quickly. And it says, better just let it happen. Change can happen in an instant sometimes. Our life, I mean, I've had my life change in an instant before. And it's, it's like, I can't believe that just happened. I can spend years on one train track and then everything's different. In a second, everything is different. I'm not even on that train track anymore that I was on in such a familiar way. Life is funny that way. We really got to stay really open to this. Six of Cups. Whether or not Pisces thinks that this is the way it's going to go, because I think they were just considering, I would like to date somebody and have some love, have some companionship, have some intimacy, something that maybe isn't going to go the distance, but I would like to, you know, kiss a pair of lips again in my lifetime. Pisces is getting much, much more than that. It does feel like a soulmate is coming in, possibly somebody that is, I feel like it's somebody that Pisces might have already had an old time connection to, because this is a lot of nostalgia. This is not their toxic ex. This would be somebody that probably predated that by a lot. This could be like a high school flame, you know, like our first crush. It could be something along those lines that very unexpectedly Pisces finds themselves, you know, involved with somebody from so long ago. And the reason it could move fast is because there's already a rapport. There's already some kind of a connection. Remember, Pisces wants life to be different. This is definitely going to be different. This is so much, you know, tilts and twists and refining things and bringing things into the mixture. We have an Eight of Cups. Whomever this soulmate is, it looks like they would be willing to basically jump on board with Pisces and say, okay, where are we going? What are we doing? I'm down for whatever. You know, I'm down for whatever. It feels like they might like rap music as much as I do, but they may be ready to, like, you want to move abroad? I'll do it with you. Let's do this. I've been thinking about becoming an expat myself, Pisces. Sure. Yeah, let's sell what we got and let's go to Belize. Let's go to Costa Rica. Let's go maybe far further afield, but let's go. All of this just says it's a fellow adventurer. So don't I know it's good for a character to maybe just think about what their life is going to consist of and the changes that they're going to make, but this still encourages our Pisces to maybe be open to the fact that if you're meeting somebody that could be a soulmate, they may be on the same page and they might want to do all the same kind of like fun, wild, crazy adventures and live their life to the fullest and do global travel and go after their passions as well. I'm picturing this being like a Pisces who says, you know what? I've always wanted to go, you know, whatever, to a particular place in Nepal that has one particular flower that grows. And so I've just decided I'm going to go ahead and do that. And this person's like, cool. Yeah, the only place in the world that flower grows, I'll go with you. That sounds awesome. Let's go into Kashmir. It just feels like there is this, they have a companion, not like it's a life companion. It's somebody that they're supposed to have ended up with, but they couldn't until they could free themselves. And then it just says that the whole warning in this is keep your mind totally open and free. Keep thinking about, why would I put any limit on who I could meet and love? Why would it have to only be a night? Why wouldn't it be somebody that would want to do this journey and this whole adventure with me? Why would I ever block the idea that I could meet somebody who wants all of that with me? I'm down for that. That sounds amazing. Bring it all. Every good thing I can possibly have, bring it to me now. I think this is a pretty exciting energy during this full moon for our character to, you know what, I think if I were going to summarize, I would say Pisces got fed up in all the right ways. Pisces got fed up with stuff that wasn't like making their life better. Pisces got fed up with an ex that was constantly, you know, bringing out the worst in themselves. And in Pisces got tired of like caretaking for a situation. Pisces got tired of feeling bad, and Pisces got tired of heartbreak. And they decided instead, I'm going to do the exact opposite. I'm going to receive the exact opposite. And that's the best energy. If we're going to get fed up with the status quo and we want change and we want things to be better, then don't immediately put a new blockage and say, I want things to get better, but I'm not allowed to have it better than just this. And I love the fact that that's such a strong encouragement in this. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave this one here, and I am going to go on live one more time right here. And we're going to do a quick check-in for Scorpio, probably Libra, and Aquarius. And I'll do those all three in just one video because they're just kind of like a quick little 4-minute or so each. But I'll see you guys. I just thought I'd do something a little bit special for just a handful, because I asked you guys earlier today which zodiacs, if I have time to squeeze in just a quick little bonus, which zodiacs would you guys want? And you guys threw out quite a list for me, and so I'm trying to honor that as best I can. Anyway, you guys, lots of love. I will see you guys again in just a few minutes. I'm going to bounce out here pretty quick here. AC, thanks so much. Homesick for Hills, FK Slay, Fairy Boss Sister, hi darling. RT, you angel, thank you. Toinette Raven, EM Bell, you made it. Thalia Chavez, great to see you. Blue Crystal, oh, I love the way you spelled your name. That's awesome with the crystal in it. Tammy Secord, hi honey. Slate Princess, always a pleasure. Thank you to EM. All right, you guys, I will see you in just a few. Bye for right now. Homesick for Hills, you angel, thank you.